build a legacy, build something that will touch many people's lives.
How do you, align more with this purpose of Nestvest?
Building this for expecting parents, for, parents who already have kids, gives me more responsibility. My parents decided to sell one of them to fund my education. Now, thanks to the technology, thanks to the Nestvest, thanks to the knowledge, that mother is able to open the app, download the Nestvest app, realize how easy it is to plan her baby's future. Building a goals-based solution. What is your goal? What are you saving for? Who are you saving for? How much time do you have? Risk tolerance. Exactly how Wall Street veterans work with their client. Just by adding $300 a month, age 18 probably is more than $500,000.
Wow.
You just launched recently in US and you are now coming to India.
India is the fastest growing major economy in the world. More than doubled in the last 10 years.
Keep the love in your heart and take the decision.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Invested Parents. I'm here, your host Akshama Anand with my dost, and today we have Azar, our CEO for Nestvest. And a little bit brief about Azar. Azar has been in the finance industry for last 6 years. He has been associated with popular names such as JP Morgan, Bank of America, Edward Jones. And we are here to hear his beautiful journey and his association with Nestvest. So over to Azar.
Hi everyone, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here with both of you today. My name is Azar. I've been living in the US for the last 7 years, and as you correctly mentioned, I spent last 6 years of my career at Bank of America and JP Morgan before starting this beautiful journey of Nestvest with you and your family. Nowadays, I spend most of my time in India, sometime in the US. I really enjoy my time building Nestvest together. After building Nestvest in the US, we moved the Nestvest as the next stage, building in India. It's a beautiful journey. I enjoyed a lot, and thank you always. I'm always grateful for you introducing India to my life. It's changed my life a lot. I love it here. So I think it's going to be interesting for everyone who is listening, who is learning about Nestvest, which is a beautiful product, and I would say it's a product of all of our lives, I can call it.
Yes, so true. So true. I have a very first question would be like, how did you and my partner meet? And because I remember one time he was traveling and he came back and he told me, I have to tell you about this very interesting person I've met, but I want to hear from the both of you. So how was it? How did you guys meet?
So I connected with Azar. Actually, I met in Dubai, one of the WealthTech event. We were there and we were connected with the various banks in US. So we were showing our technology in Dubai FinTech, where we met Azar. And I was so impressed, a young gentleman who had amazing experience. In a short time, he became a vice president of JP Morgan Chase and a very dynamic personality. I connected and I met him, and it ignited that discussion in such a way that connected us to evolve this Nestvest. More fine-tuning the product, where I felt so good with Azar. And Azar, I still remember the day when we were together. You came to our event, and the vibration and the storyline you heard from us. You were connected on the community we were trying to develop. Yeah. And then we were invited in Seattle. I went to Azar to meet him in Seattle. We had a short lunch, and I said, he is my life amazing partner who can add so much value to the technology. And I think that's where I feel so blessed that Azar came to our group, added such an amazing technical know-how to the product what we were developing, and getting his experience. I love
Thank you.
to hear from you if you can put some light
Of course,
on it.
yes. Let me add a few words. Thank you. So it was back in 2024. I just quit my corporate job at JP Morgan. I spent more than 3 years in New York City. It was a big hustle, but very big school. I learned a lot. Then in 2024 May, I happened to be in Dubai FinTech Summit. Then we met accidentally. We met there in Dubai FinTech Summit, and we kept connection. Then in September, I was in Seattle, and I got a very unexpected call from Kunal that he wants to visit me in Seattle.
Wow.
We met in Seattle for a few hours. We had lunch together. He told me about idea of building something for parents, for kids. And since quitting my corporate job, goals-based investing as a concept has been in my mind, because I helped the wealthiest Americans to manage their wealth, grow their wealth. And I was feeling in a good way jealous. Growing up in Azerbaijan, my parents never had access to such opportunity to save for their own goals or for their children's goals. We never had this concept. I was always thinking this concept should be available for everyone around the world, not just to, developed countries. Then in September we met, we had this conversation. In December, I got invited to India in 2024, December. That was my first trip to India ever. I came for a few days and we had a conversation about Nestvest. And that day I understood that this is the time. This was the life's God's plan that was, preparing myself or preparing us to come together and to build such beautiful product for communities that deserve to have such opportunity to save for their goals, to invest for their children, to grow their families. And yes, that's the day we started in 2024 December. And then since then we've built this in the US. We've achieved big milestones in the US. First, we got our RA license, Registered Investment Advisory license with SEC. We launched our product in the US last year. Last year, we submitted our application to become a registered investment advisor in India through SEBI. Thank God we achieved that milestone too. It's a very big milestone. Just to, the number of investment advisors in India is so limited. Last year, it was only less than 1,000 people who was licensed to give investment advice in India. For such huge amount of population, it's almost zero, I would say. So by launching such product, by enabling people to invest for their goals or for their kids through the technology is a very big achievement. It's a very big goal for ourselves. And I truly believe that it will become a huge success. And not just for us, we will impact so many people's lives in India, not just this generation, but generations to come. Yeah, we will have huge impact on those generations too.
Yes.
Yeah, this is our journey, how it started and how it's going.
And beautiful. It's a beautiful journey, I'm sure, and it's going to be even more beautiful in the days to come.
Yeah.
Just give me some little more light on, your how your childhood was and, growing up in Baku, as you said, Azerbaijan. I'm sure just if you put a little more light on it and so we get to know you more, our audience get to know you more.
Great. Yes. So I was born and grew up in Azerbaijan. I grew up in Baku in a very middle-class family. Grew up with one income and I did my bachelor's in management in Azerbaijan. As soon as I graduated, my mom decided that it's better for me to continue my education in education abroad. So I got accepted into university in London. I continued my education in London. I lived there for 2 years. Some part of it was my master's degree, and then I worked for a little bit in London. I continued working in Europe in several countries for a few years before moving to entrepreneurship. So I started my entrepreneurship journey. It took me a few years. I made money, I lost money because, I was still young. I didn't know where to invest money.
Yes.
Like I was investing with no purpose. Then when I moved to the US, it was 2019, and expectedly or unexpectedly, I'm not sure yet. I haven't realized how it happened, but I got a job offer shortly after I moved to the US by Bank of America.
Wow.
Yeah, Merrill Lynch. I started my financial advisory career there in Seattle, Washington State. Spent few years there, learned about US banking system, US financial system, wealth management, how it works in the US, how US people invest. Then it was my dream for many, many years to be physically on Wall Street. So I got married and I offered my wife to move to New York to experience that feeling. So we moved to New York City, just two of us with just dreams, nothing else, with dreams. And that dream came true. I was able to continue working my financial advisory job at Merrill Lynch. But 1 year later, I got this beautiful opportunity by JP Morgan. I became a vice president of investments, and I was advising the wealthiest part of America for some time.
Yeah.
Before joining Nestvest, before joining you guys, building this together.
Yes.
So yeah, this is how I came here.
Yes.
And I'm proud of my past, and I'm very excited about the future we're building together.
We definitely are too. Definitely.
Thank you.
So Azar, I would like to know that being in the corporate world for so many years, it's not easy to leave it. So a lot is at stake. So what came into your mind before you took that decision? And being married and then leaving the corporate world with responsibilities. So what was going on in your mind?
It's a very good question. So actually, when I made that decision, almost everybody around me, they couldn't believe. They said, "You've achieved so far, you came so far, this was your dream. This is not the smartest decision to leave now. You have such a comfortable job, you have such a good position."
Yes.
Which was a dream for many, many people. Yeah. But what was in my mind was something different. So in the US, usually this kind of career, like if you build financial advisor career, you have to spend first 5-6 years working a lot, building your client base, building your business, then you enjoy the rest of your life. That's the reality about financial advisory industry in the US. But my personality is a little different. I don't like just like to, sit and do nothing. I'm always looking for something new, something challenging.
Yes.
But also being in this industry and coming from somewhere else, I always wanted to build a legacy, build something that will touch many people's lives. To be honest, if I stayed as a financial advisor in the US, I would maximum touch probably 200, 300 families' lives. That was like the maximum amount of clients I would be able to take care of financially. But building something like this, knowing that I will impact so many millions of people's life, this gives me excitement.
Yes.
This gives me a purpose of my life, that I will be remembered as someone who leaves this legacy, who not just, again, I want to mention this, not just these generations, but generations to come will benefit from this. This was my purpose, leaving the corporate career, and I am very happy and I'm very proud that I did it.
Yes.
Even though so many people, including my family, they couldn't believe when I announced this decision. But again and again, I proved to myself that I made a good, right decision to do.
Truly, I can feel it from my heart. What you just said, it means a lot. And now that you're an expecting parent yourself, congratulations.
Thank you.
And with the baby on her way.
Thank you.
So we would like to know more, like how do you, align more with this purpose of Nestvest?
Yeah. But this again happened at the right time. First of all, thank you very much for your wishes. I'm very excited to welcome her into our lives very soon. Nestvest, building this for expecting parents, for parents who already have kids, and also now I am becoming one of the members of that community who are parents. It actually gives me more responsibility.
Yes.
That I will personally become a client. I will personally become a user of this product. I will start saving for my baby, for her future. I just remembered about my past. So how I went to school in London. I did my master's there, and it's interesting how my parents took care of my college education cost. So they never planned for it. It came unexpectedly that I decided to go to study abroad. And back then, it was in 2013.
Yes.
With all of their life savings, with all of their work, they were able to buy 2 apartments. And I remember that one of them, they were renting it and as an extra income to take care of the family. My parents decided to sell one of them to fund my education in 2013. And now remembering that, and after everything that happened in my life, I realized that if they had the opportunity to plan for my education,
Yes.
it would be much easier, much better for them to plan ahead, to be ready for such decision, for such milestone in life. Now I realize that I will be able, thankfully, I will be able to plan ahead for my baby, for her education, for other goals in life, other milestones. I will be ready. I will start plan ahead, thanks to Nestvest. So yeah, I feel more. I feel like I have more privilege to do that, thanks to new technology, thanks to our knowledge, thanks to our Nestvest, and as not just myself, but a lot of people, especially in India, in the US too. We have a product in the US.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this will become a life changer for many people.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Just imagine a lady who's watching our show at night, is putting her baby to sleep. So what would you like to say, one thing that builds her trust into Nestvest? What is one thing that you would like to put in front so she feels, yes, this is something I should be doing right first thing in the morning when I wake up?
Yeah, very interesting question. One thing, when you are a parent, I am not a parent yet, but I already started building that feeling, building that emotions.
Yes.
I feel like when you, as a parent, when you feel responsible for building a better future, for providing a better future for your child, that makes you think seriously, that makes you take actions. So I'm sure right now, most of the parents in India, you asked specifically about Indian parents,
Yes,
right?
Indian
like someone,
parents.
young Indian mother.
Yes.
So most likely that lady, her parents never planned for her future, never planned for her education or wedding or other goals, other milestones that she had. But now, thanks to the technology, thanks to the Nestvest, thanks to the knowledge, that mother is able to open the app, open her phone and download the Nestvest app and to realize how easy it is to plan for her baby's future. We created this in such a way that is so smooth, so easy to build a goal for a baby, and to smartly understand what is your goal, what is the amount to fund that goal, how much is that amount, and how we manage the funds in the back to make sure that all parents, they achieve their targets for their babies. I would say feeling responsible is enough to take the actions. Take the actions for their babies. Yeah.
So true. Yeah. So my next question is, Azar, how exactly does the technology work? What is happening at the back end?
Yes, good question. So one thing I learned during my career from Wall Street veterans, when you start building a goals-based solutions for families, for someone, you start by learning about that person, learning about their goals. Then you do your homework by putting together all the inputs you collected from your client to create the hyper-personalized solutions. In investment terms, it's portfolios, let's say. Then you manage that portfolio in a way that portfolio at any time serves that specific goal, addresses that goal. So as an advisor, your main job is to make sure that your client achieves that specific goal on time without being in too much risk. So that idea, that training that I had during my career helped me a lot building Nestvest's backend.
Amazing.
How we created this with our technology team is exactly what I learned. So now Nestvest app starts with one basic step. We also integrated AI, the latest and the greatest technology, to the backend. We start by asking the user's goals. So what is your goal? What are you saving for? More specifically, who are you saving for? Your child or your expecting child? What is your goal for that child? How much time do you have to invest for that specific goal? How much money have you already saved for that specific goal? It can be zero or it can be any amount. Also, we ask how much monthly or annually you can contribute towards that goal. Also, we ask about risk tolerance of that person.
Individual.
So everyone has different risk tolerance. So we make sure that we address the risk tolerance, risk profile of the user. Then the technology can take into consideration all the inputs we collected from the client. It takes no more than 2 minutes. We collect all that data, all that input. We turn it into a plan immediate, without doing any homework, nothing. The technology is built so smoothly that immediately it turns your input, it turns your dream into a plan. Now you have a plan. Now you can clearly see your plan, your time horizon for that plan, your allowance, how much money you can invest towards that goal. This becomes your main goal. And then if you have extra funds available for that specific goal, the technology tells you that you have actually extra income. You don't need this much to invest for that specific goal to achieve that amount. We come up with extra goals. Yes, that is, for example, emergency saving or birthday celebrations. So that extra amount goes every month towards those goals, extra goals, like small goals, small celebrations. Yes, this is how the technology works. And the portfolio part of it is actually where the magic happens. Because building a goal, building a plan is important, but working for that plan to make sure that the plan is achieved on time correctly is where the magic, where the real knowledge, real know-how is.
Yes.
So we built the portfolio engine, portfolio part of it, exactly how Wall Street veterans work with their clients, with the same logic. Our technology makes sure that it builds a well-diversified portfolio for the main goal of the clients, of the people. Then, over the course of that goal, let's say if the goal has 10 years,
Yes.
the technology diversify the funds into equity, fixed income, gold, well diversified, and also it keeps rebalancing it because at any time the financial markets can drop significantly, or within 2 years, 3 years, one part of the financial markets can do better than other part. So our technology smartly understands and calculates all of those scenarios.
Yes.
If one part of the portfolio did well, it immediately sells it at profit, then buys the other part at
Lower
discount. Yes, at a discount. So that's how it works. And another very, very beautiful part of it is, let's say, again, the goal has 10 years. Now you are at year 9. You achieved 88% of your target amount, right? You have only 1 year left to withdraw that funds to fund your goal, child's goal. So the portfolio engine makes sure that it significantly decreases the volatility in your portfolio. It makes sure that your risk is removed, reduced from your portfolio. That because you only have 1 year left.
Yes.
You almost achieved the amount you wanted for that goal. Exactly. You don't need too much risk.
Yes.
That without a human intervention,
Yes.
the technology smartly understands even that scenario and takes action automatically.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
That's how we built it. That's how it works. I hope I was clear enough to
No, very nice.
explain. Yeah.
I like the
How it
technology,
works,
what
yeah.
you expressed. And so, how do you validate this technology in terms of you are getting this from US to India? And how do we, like the users, feel more trustful? One, the validation, and how the trust can be generated to users with the technology you are getting into India.
Yeah. So first of all, the validation for myself was already there by personally experiencing and working with Americans, how they save for their goals, how they invest for their goals. They had this opportunity for many years through financial institutions. Then just recently, President Trump came up with an idea of creating Trump accounts. This is a government subsidized program. Every child that is born in the United States get $1,000 into their Trump accounts immediately.
Yes.
And it grows until child is 18 years old, 20 years old. Once they are 18 years old, legally, that money becomes theirs. And if you just look at that, the main idea, the main concept behind it, which is exactly the main concept behind Nestvest too, if you go deep, you will understand that the main concept is compounding interest.
Yes.
So $1,000 invested now into kids' account, and if you just like look at that compounding calculator, if you keep adding $300 only
Yes.
every month into that account, at age 18, the amount of funds that are available to that kid is unbelievable. I can tell you, just by adding $300 a month and starting with $1,000 at age 18, I may be wrong in numbers, but that number probably is more than $500,000.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
dream coming true for many.
Exactly. That's how Americans actually plan their retirements. That's how they plan their other goals.
Yes.
This is
How do you think it is? No, I understand. The compounding is something, if we see the history,
Yes.
if we see the history of all the successful business entrepreneurs or the HNIs, they all started with something and the small amount.
Yeah.
And the only thing was they could get the opportunity where they were evolving or investing small, little. And now they are billions of dollars and they are created their family offices, which I understand you were serving to those communities. And you are getting those technologies and by through Nestvest. So when we see, and it's a very good validation that it is being getting launched in US for the kids. And exactly what I understand, you just launched recently in US and you are now coming to India.
Yeah.
Which is a good validation that for India, it is going to be a very big scope
Yes.
with your experience and the technology. But my question is how we are different, how Nestvest is different with such technology. Okay, with the community, I understand you are creating a very emotional bond with the kids and parents, which is unbelievable, very useful. But how your technology is unique?
Uniqueness
Yes.
of Nestvest is actually in its technology. The technology behind Nestvest, we made sure while building this technology, while building this app, we made sure that we do not miss any single step. How high net worth people, high net worth segment gets their investment plans. We took that experience, that logic, and we put it exactly how it is, even improvised version of it, into the technology, into Nestvest behind. So we make sure that each individual goal, you have a goal for your daughter, another person in the neighborhood, they have certain goal for their son, right? So they are different age, they have different life paths, they have different hobbies. One may want to go to school in the US, another one may want to go to school in the UK. Current solutions give you an option to invest, no matter what your goal is, invest into something that one size fits for everyone.
Yes.
Nestvest's uniqueness is we collect that data from you to understand what your specific need is, what your goals need is. We make sure that we build portfolio to address that specific goal.
Beautiful.
Not something, the portfolios are never the same for different goals, for different people, for different children. Because every one of those individual goals deserve individual approach.
So what
That's
you're
what
saying is the hyper-personalized
Exactly.
towards each and every individual,
Exactly.
especially to the parent.
I
So
wouldn't
which is
even
good.
say the individual, I would even say individual goal.
Individual goal.
Yes, if you have separate goals for one child, all of those goals get individual approach.
Wow. So what
Get
you are saying is
hyper-personalized.
every parent,
Yeah.
when they create a goal for their daughter or son,
Yeah.
so all the individual goals have a different portfolio.
Exactly.
And those portfolios are aligned with the technology individually.
Exactly.
So every goal is different.
Exactly.
And that is hyper-personalized to
Yes.
the risk of every individual.
Exactly.
Oh, that's something very unique.
Exactly.
Very unique. So I agree with you. So that's good. Very nice. So this is amazing. How do you feel the opportunity? Because you say about US and now you see the growth trend, the trajectory for India. How do you feel it is an opportunity to be part in India with your experience in US? How does this culture and the philosophy blends, which creates value to every Indian?
Yeah. Now, it's been more than a year since I'm exposed to Indian culture,
Yes.
to Indian families. I have many Indian friends, thanks to you. So I realized that it's just not my realization, like what I realized, but it's just a fact available everywhere that India is the fastest growing major economy in the world. India's economy more than doubled in the last 10 years, which means the middle class is growing, which means the income is growing in India. And that income should address the future, should go towards the future growth, accelerate the growth of the next generations. This is what happened in developed countries. This is what happened in America. Maybe 50 years ago, 60 years ago, right after the World War, right? So the people started investing for their future goals because there was economic boom in the country, or in other countries in Western world, there was economic boom. Or there was an economic boom in other parts of the world 20 years ago. Now, the next 20 years, the next 30 years, the next couple of decades, me being personally in this industry, in finance and economy, I can feel that India is the next story. India is the next growth, the biggest growth story of the next couple of decades. And I would urge every Indian parent that whatever their income right now is, like, obviously the income grew in India.
Yes.
So I know that Indian parents, Indian families are very responsible and very attached to their kids' future. But whatever was missing, the tool, now we fill in that gap. We fill that gap with Nestvest. So the parents, Indian parents, they have a beautiful tool, easy way to save their extra income for their kids' future.
No, I totally agree with you. And when I was in US, I understand, the manufacturing plays a very big role in the world.
Yeah.
If we see a history, 1990s, where America came up onto the manufacturing side, then the computers, the technology was booming. The 1990s to 2005-6, America was growing. Now I totally agree with you. Now is the era for India where the manufacturing hub is growing. The wealth is coming. The middle class is growing.
Yeah.
And thanks to our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, who created that trust level in India. And with this values, the culture, getting such product in India, where the opportunity for next 20 years is definitely belongs to India.
Yes.
So I think this is such a beautiful time getting the technology. And, I understand this is all mathematics. It is all the science, where the proven science used for managing the wealth in US is blended with the culture and the masses for India. When the India trajectory is on growth, I believe Nestvest would be a great opportunity and a value what you are creating for the country and for every parent, especially parent with the emotions connected to the kids. So I feel very happy and feel blessed that as a family, this technology will create a lot of value for us.
Yes.
One last question where I feel is, how do we feel that, when you get the technology, there is an opportunity, I understand this is a unique time for the country and getting such product and technology into the country. How users will feel more trustful? How do you feel the Nestvest can be trusted?
Good. So building Nestvest is just one part of the entire journey. Building Nestvest app, building the technology. As you correctly said, being a financial product, the most important thing for us is the trust. How we build that trust with our users, with our future customers, is very important to us. But getting a investment advisory license from SEBI is the first validation of our trust that our team, our company, our approach is accepted by the government regulator of India.
Very nice.
Securities and Exchange Board of India. We've already achieved that license. It took us a long time. It was not an easy journey, but thank God we achieved what we wished for, what we worked hard for. This is our first level of trust. But our biggest trust, we will make sure that tirelessly, all of us, the entire team, work for our clients to build the real trust without validating it by certificates, by licenses, but just by the name Nestvest. When in the near future, that's our goal, is whenever someone hears a name Nestvest, that is already a trustworthy word to every Indian family and every Indian parent that these people, this company helped my neighbors, my relatives, my brother, my sister, people around me. They already used Nestvest to achieve their children's goals, to fund their children's goals. So without any validation, Nestvest name already gives the trust. That's our purpose, that's our goal, and we will work tirelessly to achieve this. I just have one question for you guys. How did you come up with the name Nestvest? Why Nestvest?
Yeah, from my perspective, if you ask me, I feel Nest is for parents, Vest is for investment, and we combine the both, and we have parents who invest for their children. And what would you like to add about it?
No, you're right. You're right. The philosophy is there, and I could see, as a parent, as when you say nest, the value of an egg. If you break the egg before it matures, you're taking out the life.
No.
However, if you incubate and wait for the right moment, you are giving the life. You are giving the life for your kids, So that's where Nestvest, where you should invest and be patient. Don't break before it gets mature. Give the life, give the value, give the positive aspect to the egg, because you are creating the real life which you will feel proud. And that investment is the real life for your kids, which they will feel proud that our parents have actually nested and vested in the right way, that they will feel so proud and creative, and they can live with full flair, adapt the culture, and enjoy the real phase of life. That's why I feel the Nestvest.
Yes.
And this is such a beautiful name, and I pray that with the philosophy, with the technology, with the validation, with the trust, with the compliances, what we have all created, it is going to be a new era for smart parents who can take the decision. The decision is so important. If you don't take decision, you're waiting for the opportunity. You need to take the decision, and decisions, whether it is right or wrong, you have to keep flowing.
Yeah.
As we always say, ruka hua pani hamesha smell karta hai, and flowing water is always soothing. So keep flowing with your decisions, keep flowing with your investments, and keep the trust, keep the love in your heart, and take the decision. Don't keep the logic in your mind, because logic will not take you anywhere. Love will get you anything you want in life. So I believe that's the philosophy of Nest.
I like the philosophy. So you hatch the egg, you give the wings to fly.
Yes.
I agree.
To fly and to reach.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know the story, when you talk about when you see eagle,
Yeah.
our job is like, if you see an eagle, it will keep on opening the wings and, putting the energy at one level, at an altitude. You don't need to do anything. You just need to glide in life.
Right, yes.
So when you see your kids, gliding, that kind of energy, that kind of pumping you are giving to your kids with the investment, that they can glide in their life with the decisions we are taking for our kids.
Yeah.
So I believe, live like an eagle and glide. Enjoy the life. Enjoy the phase of life.
Perfect. No, thank you for being responsible parents.
Thank you.
Thank
As
you.
a future parent, I learned a lot from you.
No, it's so good. You are part of us. And congratulations, you are becoming father.
Thank you.
And this is the right moment. Don't miss this moment, because this is the real time.
Yeah.
Day one for your daughter or your son. Every year counts. The compounding. What an amazing journey you will get.
100%.
The early you get, the fun part of your life you will enjoy.
Yes.
Good lucks.
Wow, that was so much information that we had shared today. Thank you so much, Azar, for being here and for sharing all that information and helping our audience know more about Nestvest, a more deeper dive into what technology goes behind it. Thank you so much for putting in such important questions that were being answered today.
Thank you for having me. It was pleasure being here.
Thank you. It was amazing. You are creating such a beautiful value and energy. And I believe you will be very successful. God bless.
I
Thank
wish
you.
you good luck.
Thank you.
And I truly believe that you will be very successful in this journey. We will all be successful.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. Again.
Thank you.
No, you are a very nice, very good mother, and you are taking care of your kids. So I believe you will feel proud of this and become an asset to the industry.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us on the second episode of Invested Parents. See you next time. Bye for now.